Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Greg Falgiano, Product Manager with Arlo Technologies. Thank you for joining us, Greg.
Thanks for having me, Fred.
And Arlo, we should mention to listeners, is a completely separate company, spun off some time back by Netgear. And you've got some new technology that you're showing off that's arriving soon in terms of what your Arlo Smart service is capable of. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, so actually our Arlo Smart service is about to get a pretty significant upgrade pretty soon here this fall. And for those who don't know, Arlo Smart is a service we run on top of our Arlo security cameras. So what Arlo Smart does is it helps the camera understand what it sees and hears. Now with that information, it can provide you more rich notifications to tell you instead of motion was detected, that a person was detected at your door. And now that you have these more robust notifications and this information that's being fed into the system, you can actually customize the system to only alert you about things that matter most. So for example, if you don't want to get a bunch of notifications about a tree blowing in the wind and setting off your motion detector, now you can select just people.
And you're going beyond that, detecting other kinds of objects. Tell us what you're doing.
Correct. Yeah. So actually, the service today allows you to detect person. It also allows you to set activity zones, particularly for our battery-powered cameras that didn't have that feature available to them previously. But with this new update, we're actually going to add 3 different detection types to the system. So now you'll have vehicle detection, so you can detect when a car drives by or pulls into your driveway, or you can choose to ignore those alerts, which we think is really important for customers. Same thing with animal and pet detection. So there'll be times where you may want to know about an animal or a pet, depending on your property. There's other times where you expect that to be there and you don't want to constantly have notifications about that. So once again, the system will be able to recognize those things in the video, and then you can tell the system whether you want to be notified about it. And then finally, our third thing that we're going to have is package delivery notifications. Now we're going to launch this one as a beta feature. It's something we're still tuning up, but we're really excited about, especially for the holiday seasons, as a lot of people have things delivered to their home. Now they can get a specific notification when a package is delivered to their home. And then from there, we have things like our rich notifications. So these notifications are delivered to the lock screen of your phone, and it actually has imagery built right in. So without even unlocking your phone, you can see what set off the motion in front of your camera. For example, in this case, you could see that a package was delivered. And then you have these call to action buttons on there. So you can press a button and get in contact with one of your 3 favorite contacts on your phone and call them up and say, hey, a package was delivered. I'm not home. Do you think you can grab that for me? In the U.S., we also have our E911 service. So you can tap a button and it'll contact emergency responders near your home, no matter where you call from. Because usually when you call 911, you're going to be directed to an emergency responder near your cell phone. And of course, when you're looking at a feed coming from a camera at your home that you may not be at, this service will actually get you in contact with the emergency responders near your home where you see the action. So really powerful tools for our customers.
Really, really interesting, especially as you mentioned for the holidays, the upcoming package detection, and that will be available by the time the holiday season's in full swing.
Yeah, so we made our announcement just recently about this, and we expect to have this later this fall.
Now, tell us how pricing works for Arlo Smart.
Sure. So Arlo Smart, it's broken down into a few different categories. So one thing you could do is say, if you just want Arlo Smart for one camera on your account, you could buy it individually, kind of an a la carte option there. And then another option you have is you can actually buy Arlo Smart Premier, and that allows you to have Arlo Smart for up to 10 cameras on your account. And at that point, you're paying $9.99 per month. And then you also get that E911 service included with it. Now, additionally, for our power users out there, we do have our Arlo Smart Elite plan, and that one allows you to have up to 20 cameras on your account, has all those features available for each camera, and of course it includes E911 as well. Now that Premier and the Elite plan, they actually extend the amount of cloud recording you get as well. So with Arlo, you get 7 days of rolling cloud recording, included with the purchase of the product. So every time the camera detects something, it will store that information in the cloud for you, and it stays in the cloud for 7 days for you to view, download, share. And then when you have that Premier plan, it's going to upgrade you to 30 days of storage. So it keeps every video in the cloud for a full 30 days. And then for the Elite plan, that'll extend that to a full 60 days. The Arlo Smart add-on plan, as we call it, that one's actually priced at just $299 per camera per month. So it's a great way to get started. And then, really for Arlo Smart, we think that the best way to get started with it actually is to try our free trial. So we do offer a free trial for the Premier plan. The reason why we do that is we want to make sure you can have Arlo Smart on all the cameras on your account and experience that E911 service, that peace of mind that comes with it. And basically, you can try that out for a full 30 days. And any time you can cancel, and there's no charge at all. And if you decide to keep it, then you're automatically signed up. And once again, you can cancel anytime. There's no contract.
That's great that people can test this out. Now, this works with your full line of cameras?
Yeah, that's true. So Arlo Smart does work with every camera Arlo has produced. And we actually decided to build this system in the cloud. So there's different vendors taking different approaches. Some folks are putting this into new camera technology that they put out there, and they can offer one or two features here and there. Arlo's approach is actually to do this with our Arlo cloud infrastructure. And that gives us a couple of benefits. One, we can update this service over time and give customers more value for the same price point. So that's actually an example of what we're doing today. So we launched Arlo Smart earlier this year. And this fall, customers will get these new features available to them at no extra cost, and it just turns on automatically. It also allows us to support, older camera models. So instead of asking the customer to go buy a new camera that has this technology built in, we're actually able to bring a lot of features to those existing cameras. Even the first camera that we launched in 2015 will have the capability of getting all those different detection types you talked about, vehicle detection, animal detection, person detection, package delivery, setting up activity zones, which those cameras didn't have the technology built in to do that. And then, of course, those rich notifications, which basically change the whole way you use Arlo. You don't have to worry about unlocking your phone, opening the app, and checking out what happened. Now you're going to get fewer notifications. The ones you get are going to be more meaningful, and you can get that information right on the lock screen to decide if you need to take further action.
Great stuff. Also new on the market, if we want to tell us a little bit about it, is a product that doesn't have a camera, the Arlo Audio Doorbell, which seems to be going against the grain. What's going on in the market today? Tell us about the strategy here.
Yeah, actually, thanks for bringing that one up. So that's true. We just launch that product, and it's a little different than customers might be used to out there. So as you may know, Arlo's been producing security cameras since about 2015. About 8 months into selling our first camera, we quickly became the number one brand. And then it's been a pretty popular request for customers is, hey, what's Arlo going to do for a doorbell solution? So we went back and forth with a few different concepts out there. And one thing we realized is that when we surveyed our customers and we're talking to them, how are they using their cameras today? What do they want in the future? We actually found out that 70% of our customers are placing an Arlo battery-powered wire-free camera at their front door. That's an area they want to monitor closely. They want to monitor who's coming in and coming out, packages being delivered. But the reason why they chose Arlo over other cameras that they told us is because they wanted that easy installation. They wanted something where they didn't have to go run a power cable to set up. So then as we were working on this project of how are we going to solve for that front door? We already have a lot of customers that have that camera placed there, but they want the full experience with the doorbell. So we decided our first product we're going to introduce is actually what we're calling an audio doorbell. Now the point behind this product is it's actually a complementary product to our cameras. So you can use it on its own, but if you're an existing Arlo customer and you have one of our cameras, when we go and set up that product, it actually pairs it up with a camera you already have. So for example, you can go and place a wire-free camera anywhere you want on your door. You don't have to be restricted to right where your doorbell is at. A lot of our customers like to place it a little bit higher and tilt the camera down. Sometimes customers like to place it in the eaves of their house and actually look at a different view. So it's looking towards the door. The customer has that complete flexibility, but now they have a doorbell button that complements that. So if someone walks up to the home and rings the doorbell, it's actually going to take the audio from that doorbell where the microphone's nice and close to the person, and it's going to mix in the video from that Arlo camera that you already have, and you're going to get this great experience. And actually it goes a step further as well, too. We really wanted to push the boundaries with this, and we wanted to make answering your door as easy as answering your phone. So when someone goes to your house and rings the doorbell, you actually get a phone call on your phone. So it's a lot like a video VoIP call. Actually, if you're on iPhone, it'll be very similar to you receiving a FaceTime call from someone. So, someone comes up to your door, they press the button and they ring the doorbell. Your phone is going to ring just like you're getting a phone call. And then when you answer it, you'll have a video screen that pops up. And then you'll be able to have, speakerphone and mute controls, things like that, so you can speak to that person. And then the video and the audio is perfectly in sync, and it's really low delay as well too. So it feels like you're having a conversation with someone.
Now, is that a wired doorbell?
Actually, this one gives you the flexibility of being wired or wire-free, which is really slick. So, a lot of the doorbell solutions that are out there today, customers end up wiring them into their existing doorbell wires. So what they do is they would basically take off a couple screws from their existing doorbell button, and there's 2 wires that are left behind, and those will be connected either way with our system. Doesn't matter, which terminal you connect it to. And then you pop it back on, and what that'll do is that'll allow all the functionality I just talked about, but it'll also keep your existing doorbell functioning. So the doorbell chime inside your house. Now, what's really great with our solution, though, is there's a lot of customers out there that don't have doorbells. So if you're an apartment owner, some townhomes, there's a whole segment of customers that just don't have a traditional doorbell. I'm actually one of them as well, too, over in California. A lot of our apartments and condos, they don't have that. So what I can do is I can actually just mount that doorbell outside, and it comes with some batteries that go in there, and they last about a year. And it's completely wire-free at that point. Now, in terms of chime, if I still want that traditional, chime sound of my doorbell ringing at home, and I don't have a doorbell, installed in my house, I can actually pick up an accessory that we sell that's a wire-free chime. So you just go and you plug that into the wall, and then basically that's all going to be in communication with the system. So you'll get a nice traditional doorbell sound inside your house. You'll get that phone call if you choose to have that feature turned on. And it's really great for an apartment or townhome.
Cool stuff, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come.
Yeah, that's a great thing about our spinoff recently, right? So we just did our IPO this summer, and got some more investing so we can work on a whole range of new products for customers.
And for more information, people can head to arlo, ARLO.com. Greg Falgiano, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thanks for having us.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C-Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C-Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C-Crane.